It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts, coming off a week where he could do no wrong and piled up the yards. It's the Eagles and the Vikings on Monday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off a win.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Adam Thielen, a terrific wide receiver and synonymous with Minnesota football. You go back to high school, college ball in the state, and now his 9th season with the Minnesota Vikings. 10 touchdown catches last season, makes a nice catch there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Cousins now from the 50. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right side. And says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Play action, here's Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season. But rumor is, might have a few more for 2023. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him stay. Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A great effort there. Touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 10 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. First down, here's the run with Cook to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple in this offense. Drag round to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They run it again with Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slows momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. There he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. From the 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, the team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that's a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the Vikings. Stop and run short of the yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Colin Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Cousins. And this will be well too low for him to... on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. His 2nd sack of the night. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown. Colin Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here, because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. In motion right is Smith. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. They got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In motion right is Watkins. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 85 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Cousins throw taken in by Hawkinson here. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Throwing, Cousins. Going for it all.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Back on the 35-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. In motion right is Watkins. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 54 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. His son Reddick in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Third and long for Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And this effort won't be enough as they really have to stop in the couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter, that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle here to Brown. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins under pressure. They got him again.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
To throw, Cousins. They dial up the pass. They delivers to the 2-9-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
But first down, Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick, who got that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18. In motion right is Watkins.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. Continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. First down. Here's Cousins.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Cousins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Cousins again.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down to the 25. They have a run in that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have got...
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Out route pass complete to Goddard.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas. They just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
And the Vikings able to... And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. In motion right is Watkins.
They go play action with Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.